Viking is often described as the safe choice in river cruising, but safe doesn't always mean best. If you're wondering what Viking really offers and who it's actually ideal for, this video is part of my river cruise series, and today we're breaking down Viking. This is the modern standard. I feel like when people think of river cruising, they automatically think of Viking. They do a great job promoting direct to consumer. We see their commercials. We've all gotten their mailers. It doesn't matter, if they get a hold of your email or your mailing address, Viking is going to advertise to you, okay? They do a great job. They do have a great product. I probably don't sell it as much as some other lines, and it could be because of these couple things I'm going to talk about, but the onboard experience, it's kind of stylish, Scandinavian. It's going to be a little bit more casual. There's lots of light wood and open spaces. That's kind of the styling they have on board. Their excursions are really like a strong cultural focus. So you're going to have walking tours and, kind of destination lectures, the sightseeing, local experiences, kind of what you would come to expect from that almost like group touring experience. The value is good. They oftentimes, obviously, they're going to include like meals, they include Wi-Fi, they include their included shore excursions. Sometimes they have some premium offerings that are additional, but note that a lot of times their premium spirits are not included. Sometimes river cruises like Viking, they're just going to include beer and wine, but not that kind of premium level spirit at any hour of the day, but they would include it during meals. With Viking, there's a couple drawbacks that I want to talk about that I often talk about with my clients, because a lot of times they come to me and they say, I want to do a river cruise, let's look at Viking. And I'm like, yeah, Viking is great, but there's other things out there. So I kind of focus in on a couple of these drawbacks with Viking that you want to consider. One, it is a bit standardized because they market to the masses. Know that the product itself is going to feel a little bit more standardized, maybe a little bit more vanilla, less whimsical, less luxury than some other products. Honestly, it's a great product for a first-time river cruiser. You don't really have anything to compare it to. You want to experience it, and that's really where Viking hits. They hit on that first-time river cruiser. They get them hooked, and people keep coming back again and again. Their target market, it could be a drawback depending on your age range. I feel like they target that 60 to 70 market. I think it's a little bit older. It does skew a little older. So if you're a younger traveler, more active, this might not be the right product for you. Or if, you want something that's kind of excessive and ultra luxury, Viking is not that kind of cruise. It's more of a premium product versus luxury. So that's just something to keep in mind. And also a couple nuances about Viking that you want to consider. They have very low deposits. So again, they're mass marketing, okay? They want to get people in. So they do these low deposits. Oftentimes they're $25, $50 per person. Get you hooked, get you in there, but there's a caveat to it. Many times Viking, ocean, and river cruises require you to pay in full a very lengthy distance out, okay? I had clients go down the Seine, I believe it was last year, they had to have the thing paid in full a year out. Okay, that is not typical of most river cruise lines. That's a Viking thing. So just remember that you are not going to be able to space out your travel investment. Oftentimes you make that low deposit up front, and within 60 days of that deposit payment, you're probably going to need to pay in full. Okay, so that's something that turns off some people I know, and it's just a consideration when you're making plans. Because they do advertise direct to consumer, when you get on their ships, it's going to feel a little bit more like you're with the masses. It's not going to necessarily be a nuanced experience, or it's not for the discerning traveler who has been a lot of different places and kind of has unique standards. This is not for you. And this is part of the reason why they sell out so far in advance, is because they are mass marketing. So a lot of times, if you're trying to do a last minute river cruise, it's not going to happen with Viking. They have had that product sold for a long time. They love to bundle air with their river cruises, and people get that free air. They think that's a great little marketing scheme, and it works very well for them. It's just some things to consider when you are shopping around for the right river cruise line for you. I think oftentimes for my clients, I've sold it for sure for the right client, but sometimes my clients, I think it's going to be a little too vanilla for them. It might skew a little too old for them. Just because it's the product that everybody knows doesn't necessarily mean it's the right product for you. So, are you ready to set sail aboard Viking? I'd be happy to help. Drop me an email at allie@picturethistravel.com and mention this video. If you'd like to learn more about other river cruise lines, I've got a whole series on my channel you're going to love. I'll see you all in the next video.